Well, hey, thanks for checking out the blog today. I'm with a friend, Scott Moreau, who is the professor of intercultural studies here at Wheaton College, here in Wheaton, Illinois. And I wanted to just take a moment to just chat with him and kind of introduce you to an important journal that's been around for some time, but some of you may not be aware of the details behind this journal. And so, Scott, thanks for giving up your time.
Glad to be here.
EMQ, first of all, what does EMQ stand for? We throw that abbreviation around quite often.
Evangelical Missions Quarterly.
Okay. And you are the editor.
I'm the editor, have been since about 2001, so
Okay.
10 years.
Very good. What is this journal about? What's the whole gist of it?
It's about missions and missionaries. It's dealing with controversies. It's talking about strategies and practices. It's focusing not as much on theory as it is as how things get worked out. Agency leaders are interested in it because it helps them see what other agencies and people are doing. Missionaries are interested. A lot of times there are personal articles, family life, the realities of what it's like to be a missionary, learning how to communicate in another culture. Those are the types of things we deal with, but always with our feet on the ground. And that's one of the things we focus on. We try not to be an academic journal as much as a journal for people who are doing it or people who are supervising others who are engaged in cross-cultural living.
Right. And what makes, because there are other journals out there
Right.
geared toward the missions world, but what makes your journal unique?
The uniqueness is it's applied, its practical nature. We really do focus on what's going on, what people are doing, mistakes that they've made, things that they've learned, successes that they've had, things that organizations have found that have helped them be better organizations, ways to help people recruit, ways to help people develop healthy churches in local settings. So again, we're not focusing on the academic side.
Right.
We have academic integrity, but we want things with feet on the ground. So the people reading it are the practitioners or the future practitioners more than the academics who want to think just about theory.
Okay. As an editor, what are the things you enjoy most about the journal?
Well, we get twice as many articles as we publish, and I love reading all the things that come in because you see what people are passionate about. We don't solicit articles, so we have people writing us, and they're writing about things they're interested in, writing about, again, successes, failures, from someone writing about their daughter dying and how the agency handled it, and looking back 5 years later, how things went well, how things didn't go as well. A wife writing about what it's like to serve as a wife. In one case, a husband writing about his wife was the professional, and he was the one along, and what that meant to him, writing about how strategies have worked or not worked, and so on. So I love just about anything related to missions, so it's a lot of fun to read that and respond and try and help people think through how to make the article good for our audience. And it's just cool to get my feet involved with people who are passionate about things. So
Let's say someone's checking out the blog. They're not a missionary in another country. They're pastoring a church here in the United States, or maybe even in Canada, or maybe they're on staff with the church. Why would they want to subscribe to the journal?
I'm not sure if any church around is not involved in mission in some way. A lot of times it's sending out short-term teams. We have a lot of articles dealing with short-term issues, the good, the bad as well, and challenges, things that pastors can think through. We don't write directly for pastors, that's true. So we're not dealing with congregational issues, but how does their church link up with mission agencies? How do they get involved with them? How do they understand them? And how do they do a better job of being short-term missionaries? And like I said, there aren't many churches that aren't sending out people on short-term trips. A lot of churches these days are finding partnerships with other churches, with organizations internationally. Understanding those partnerships is really important, and a lot of times if you don't have cross-cultural experience, it's hard to do. We have articles on a regular basis of wrestling with those kind of issues.
Very good. Brother, thanks so much for giving us your time.
Thank you.
You take care.
You too.